Hello everybody! Today I wanted to show you the things that I've been loving for the month of October. I'm going to try to keep this kind of short and sweet. I have to leave the house in less than an hour. I have to have all my stuff like cleaned up. I'm not going to go into details as to why. The sun is coming in and out. Hopefully it's not too bad. And I just had my wisdom teeth removed, so I'm not sure that I want to talk very long. I was going to say loud. I'm not sure that I want to talk very long, and smiling kind of hurts. There I go smiling. Anyways, I'm just going to get right into it. Some of this stuff I was just talking about in my collective haul. So I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want to bore you too much because I was just talking about them, but I will kind of give more of a review. Ooh. This is the Maybelline Brow Drama. And I got this in blonde, which is actually quite dark. This is the highlighter shade right here. So like, this is the wax, and then this is the powder, and they're actually quite dark. I'm using them today, or I used them today, and let's see, I used my Benefit Gimme Brow Powder gel over top of this, and I feel like it just kind of helps complete the look. It's really up to you if you want to use that, like a setting gel, whatever you want to call it. It comes with two brushes, and oddly enough, this one's like really dirty. It wasn't dirty when I used it this morning. It's got the spoolie, and then it's got a double-ended brush. That side I use for the wax, and then this I use for the powder. I just really like this. I think that if you're looking for something to fill your brows in, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is definitely a great product to reach for. I think I've been using it every day since I bought it. I do the wax through my eyebrows, kind of like lightly. It might give a tiny bit of color, but I almost feel like it gives something for the powder to kind of stick to, if that makes any sense. I don't really know if that makes sense, but then once I put the powder on, it gets pretty dark, and like I said, blonde, not like brunette or anything. The blonde one is what I have. So then I put in my brow gel, and I mean, it just kind of completes the look. I feel like it does a really good job. And I just think this is a really good buy if you're looking for something cheap to do your brows with. It is kind of big and bulky. I do kind of hate how big the packaging is, just because, I mean, like if it was just this top half, it would be fine where the colors are, but because of the brushes, it makes it so big. This would not be extremely practical to travel with. Oh, and by the way, I don't really use the highlighter. The highlighter's fine, but it's not as, I don't know, it's not as glittery, sparkly as I really like my highlighter to be. I didn't go too overboard today, but I normally like something a little bit more like in your face, so I tend not to use that one. I have so many highlighters, I tend not to use that one. The next thing I'm going to talk about, I know you guys have heard a lot about this. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I am in vanilla, I believe. Yes, I got the shade vanilla. I'm wearing it today, and I do like this foundation. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I think I want to do a review on it next week. I kind of started off not liking it, but I have kind of changed some things, and now I do like it, and that's why I want to talk to you guys about it more detailed. But it gives really good coverage. It is expensive. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I think I would, now that I know like how to use it and stuff. Does that make sense? Again, I'm going to talk about that more next week. I don't want to bore you. The next thing I want to talk about is the it's actually It brushes for Ulta. It's not actually called It Cosmetics. It's It brushes for Ulta. And this is the Velvet Luxe LBD foundation brush number 302. It's dirty. Sorry. I didn't get a chance to clean it, but it is just such a nice brush. I use it with the Too Faced foundation, and I can use this brush just to kind of blend it in. I don't really like dab. It's kind of more of like a downwards dabbing motion. I don't really know. Maybe I'll talk about that a little bit more next time, or you know, in the review video. And it has pretty little rhinestone at the bottom, which is just beautiful. I just really like this brush. I think I have cleaned it, and I'm pretty sure it cleaned well. What was I gonna say? It did take a long time to dry. I had cleaned it, and I was going to take it somewhere to use it on someone else, and it wasn't dry yet, so I didn't end up getting to use it, but it's just because it's so dense and it's so thick that it takes a while to dry, but it's really soft. Love this for foundation. The last makeup product that I have, and then I have a couple other products, this is the Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder, and I got transparent. Now I got transparent because it was the only option at my Ulta. I went to the Ulta that I don't like, and they never have anything in stock, ever. At least not what I'm looking for. So the only other colors that they had were either really light or really dark. They were opposite ends, and I felt like I was in the middle somewhere and they didn't have those colors. So I just decided to go with transparent. I figured I can't go wrong with that. And I really like this stuff. Again, this is like my foundation routine right here. Like holy grail foundation routine right now. It is just amazing. Again, I want to talk about that more later, but this is just, I mean, it's definitely very mattifying, and that does scare me a little bit because I'm a very dry person to begin with, but I needed something more mattifying with that foundation, and I feel like this helps a lot, but it's not too mattifying. Now, come winter, I don't know if this is gonna work, if it's gonna want to work. What is that? If it's gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna work because then my face is gonna be super dry, and like my skin is getting there, my hands are really dry, so it's only a matter of time before my face is super dry. So we'll see if I get to continue this makeup routine into the winter months, but for now it's working great. I just use a really big fluffy brush. I'll show you which one I use. I use the Sigma Large Powder F30 brush, and I just kind of, you know, go in there a little bit, blend it in, keep going, just dip it in and brush it around wherever. And I mean, it doesn't give me really any coverage, it's just mattifying, and I feel like it just helps my makeup stay in place all day. I feel like it helps a lot. Again, another good drugstore buy, along with the Maybelline Brow Drama. Those are two good drugstore buys. The next thing I'm going to talk about is from Bath & Body Works. And this is the Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin Body Spray. Now I got this last year, but I'm pretty sure they still sell this scent, so I think that you can still get it. I just really like this scent. It's so pitiful that that's all I've used. I didn't spray it too much last year, but I've been spraying it multiple times every day for like over a month, and there's still that much left. Like, that's so much. But anyways, I've been really liking it. So, you know, it is what it is. We love our Bath & Body Works stuff. I think I actually bought the shower gel and the body lotion, and I broke out the shower gel a little while ago, and it doesn't smell as good. It obviously didn't hold up as well in the cabinet, you know, over the year. Now this is a clothing favorite that I want to talk about. Oh, I didn't really talk about the scent, like what it smells like. Let me get a good whiff. I don't know how to describe it. It's got like that fall scent to it, but I don't really particularly smell cinnamon exactly. It's just a nice like fall pumpkin-y scent. I really like this scent though. It's one of my favorite ones from Bath & Body Works. Definitely just for this time of the year though. I don't really think it rolls over to any other season. Anyways, if you haven't smelled it, go check it out. The other thing that I want to talk about is really just in general hoodies, but my Hershey hoodie. I've been living in this thing. It's just your normal hoodie. It's just like a navy, heathered navy. Is that what it's called, I think? I don't really remember. Yeah, I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was called like heathered navy or something like that, because it's not just like a plain color. Oh, they're there. It's like, I don't know. I think that's called heathered, whatever it is. So anyways, I just love being in big hoodies, big comfy hoodies, and this one's from Hershey. Hershey. I love Hershey Park, and I love Hershey candy, but I can't eat much candy at the moment. My teeth are getting better, so maybe some candy tomorrow. But yeah, just hoodies in general, and I love curling up in a good hoodie and going out in the fall and being warm and cozy. Okay, the last thing that I want to talk about is a book, and this is Girl Online on Tour by Zoe Sugg. Or I just blanked for a second there. Zoella, that is her YouTube name. I'm about halfway through this. Let me see what chapter I'm on. I'm getting ready to start chapter 25, and I really like this book. I read the first one earlier this year, I think. Can't remember when I finished it. Gave it to my sister and she really liked it. She's much younger than me, and I think she can relate to it a little bit better than I can right now. This is obviously about a girl in high school. So, I mean, I haven't been in high school in a long time, but it's still a really good read and I really liked it. Like I said, I'm only halfway through and I'm curious to see how it's going to end. I'm a very slow reader. I used to hate reading, and in the past like couple of years I've started reading again, and I am just so slow at it. I wonder if that's why I hated it so much back when I was younger, because it took me so long to read anything, and I probably just got really frustrated with it. But I'm still a really slow reader. But I'm working on it, and if I hadn't been off, like I was off this past Thursday and Friday for surgery, and I got a good bit of reading in, and it still didn't. I was like, I'll totally make a dent in this book, and no, not even barely halfway through it, which is pretty pitiful, but what are you gonna do? I can only try so hard, I can only read so fast. And like normal days I can only get like a couple chapters in before I'm like falling asleep in bed, because I normally will pick it up right before I go to sleep. But anyways, that was everything that I have been loving, like new for the month of October, that I wanted to talk to you guys about. If there's anything that I should be loving and I'm not loving and maybe I don't know about it, tell me about it down below, because I love trying new things. I'm having a really hard time with my outro right now. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I'm having a really hard time with it. Let me see, where did I leave off? I will list everything down below that I mentioned in today's video. I definitely want to do like a more in-depth review on the Too Faced foundation next week. I think I'm going to have that up. It's probably not going to be like too detailed, but I kind of just want to go more in depth on like my experience with it, and because I mean in the beginning I kind of hated it, and now I've gotten to the point where I like it, and I just want to kind of tell you guys about what I went through with it and everything. Like I said, everything will be down below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and please hit the subscribe button. You can also follow me on Instagram at HairByLizzieBug. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and I hope you had a wonderful Halloween, and until next week, bye! But I hope you guys liked this video. Oh no. That was kind of painful. I could not get my outro out to save my life. Alright, bye guys.